This Read Aloud is brought to you by Walnut Middle School's Media Center.
Well, good morning. I am Dr. Tawana Grover. I'm the superintendent of Grand Island Public Schools, and I'm excited to be a part of this opportunity to read out loud all across America today. As I mentioned, I am the superintendent for Grand Island Public Schools. We are here in Grand Island, Nebraska, and I came here by way of Dallas, Texas. I was in Dallas for about 13 years, and so this was a new journey for me in the role of the superintendent. I've been in education for over 20 years. I started as a classroom teacher years and years ago, and I must say reading has always been near and dear to my heart. When I interviewed for this position, I actually read a book to the interview panel, and lo and behold, I have now written my own book as just an opportunity to share about my initial experiences here in the district. I really wanted the staff members and the community to know who I am and just how much I love what I do every day. So the book that I'm going to read to you today is called Super-BOSS-intendant. I learned very quickly that in the role of a superintendent, I think that people are really looking for you to be super in some kind of way. And it is quite a journey. It's an exciting journey as well. But this is my book here, Super-BOSS-intendant, where the journey begins. And this book shares insight into the modern day role of a school superintendent and the impact that this individual has on the entire school community. All superintendents across this great nation have duties and responsibilities outlined in their job description, but none are as important as the human dedication and collaboration linked to ensure support for each child. And that's what you will hear throughout this story today. So I'm ready to get started.
All right.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is pretty much written to be a children's book, but I think it's great for even aspiring superintendents, leaders, teachers, community members. Everyone should be able to enjoy this story. So here we go. Once upon a time, a lady came from miles and miles away. She was here for a reason, called for this season. Straight to the school office is where she was called. That's the new superintendent, the whole city drawl. Is that the boss or is that the super boss intendant, they asked. She's here for our students, declared the latest newscast. Right from the start, she trudged all around town from school to school, churches and meetings. She won't let us down. Nothing less. Our students deserve the best. Every student, every day, a success. Is the lighting right? Are the windows clean? Did the walls have a last coat of paint? No dust or dirt must be in sight, or the super boss intendant will faint. Just when will the hallway be complete? The floor has to be ready for the many feet that will travel the pathway where new learning unfolds, where options for all become realities to behold. Stand tall, young man, young lady, look proud. Make sure you dream big and you dream out loud. Aloud you shall plan, aloud you must dream. So the super boss intendant, along with her team, can make your hopes and aspirations come true. That's what it means to be in her shoes. There are many tough decisions to be made, so leave no doubt. She's going to question everything from inside out. That's just what the super boss intendant is all about. She stands before the Board of Education and gives her report that each of our students has different needs, aims, and channels of support. Hear her speak. We are the governing body that must find the funds. Sometimes it's not easy, but we'll get it done. Our decisions must be educationally sound because to our students we are forever bound. They are now our young so bold who will one day become the city's old, the ones who will run this town and shape this nation. We cannot go home until we have met our obligations. Our spirit spreads from the county line to the city hall. Together we stand and divided we fall. The super boss intendant has a busy day. All is important in his own special way. With so much at stake, she will not go astray. Visit school at 8, can't be late. Rotary at noon, be there soon. Staffing at 2, yep, that's my crew. Tea time at 4, got to score. Parent group at night, must look bright. Hey, wait a minute, I thought the super boss intendant didn't golf. Well, she didn't, but she had to learn. No worries, she claimed, it's worth the fun. Take her hand, let's go about her day. The door to one's future is just down the way. There the super boss intendant leaves in her automobile to see teachers teach and students learning for real. Let's look in the classroom. Is that the super boss intendant in a student's desk? Oh my, just could it be? Absolutely. Learning is required for all continuously. It has to be high level and extend to the world and appropriate for every boy and girl. Does it stimulate the brain? Does it meet the standard domain? Are the tests aligned? Is the campus plan solidified? Has the training been done? Did we teach everyone? Have the parents been involved? Have the issues been resolved? She visits the class with students of many languages and makes plans to ensure their educational advantages. She thinks, how do I share my feelings so each will understand? I must ask the children for a helping hand. For many, this is a brand new start. Listen while she speaks from the heart. Good morning, boys and girls. I'm happy to see your smiling faces. I know you have come to this school from many places. I will do everything in my super boss intended power to unleash your potential. For me, that is essential. As she walks through the halls this new school year, she sees students full of both excitement and fear. I see you, shy little one. Don't worry, you're safe with me. We have ensured our schools are bully free. Oops, student's tummy is hurting en route to the hospital with flowers and card. We understand sometimes life challenges can be hard. Just remember, every day is a fresh start. With value, respect, and comfort, we work it out and we work it out smart. Now the students dash to the field to play ball. The super boss intendant watches from a bench by the wall. Hear the thunderous cheers and shouts. Her team struck the opposing batter out. Oh my, it's 3, and Grandma has invited her to tea. Welcome, welcome, pleased to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. This is the purpose for which our super boss intendant has been assigned. Relationships, they foster trust and belief and lead to friendships that endure and keep. Unity, diversity, kindness, generosity, core values, ethical responsibility. We must move through the year together. Grateful our school family is forever and ever. Well, to all of my students, believe and you will achieve. Yes, you did it. I knew you would, because it's our belief you always could. The super boss intendant has to make sure no one is left out in the cold without hat, scarf, mittens, cap and gowns, job, trained, college career set, military bound, prepared and ready for the world of one's choice, living one's own dreams and singing in one's own voice. From passion to promise, from beginning to the end. Oh, to what heights we can together ascend. Let's go, you and me. Let the journey begin.
Yeah. The end. Awesome.
The end.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and reading. Here, if you want to just click on web camera there. Could I ask you what you're reading right now?
Oh, wow. Let's try to figure out which one I am reading. Well, I tend to read quite a few professional books. And I've gone back to one that I ski on before, but now is really having a greater meaning to me, and that is The Shame of the Nation by Causal. And he is really addressing the need for students to schools to really focus on the barriers that sometimes poverty brings for our students.
All right. And then maybe like your favorite book. What's one of your favorites?
You know, I love children's books.
Uh-huh.
I think one of my all-time favorites is Charlotte's Web.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great one. That's
I've
a good-
actually played that character before, and just, all the quotes, the words, it really resonates with my personality.
Okay, that's awesome. And coming here to Grand Island, what's something that you want students to know about reading?
To me, reading is just the equalizer. It is so critical for our students. And when I think about reading, I really think about this idea of literacy is one thing. So, of course, you can read. That brings, it's going to connect to all the subjects and just really expose you to knowledge. But I will hope that my students would just begin to enjoy reading on all levels. So things that they can laugh at, that makes their day fun, or just the news in general where they can stay in tune. And books can take you places that even without an airplane ticket, that in some way you can experience, so you can just learn about life abroad. As teachers, of course, we're always interested in expanding our vocabulary, but to me, I think books just open up a world of experiences that our students, that they can find themselves somewhere embedded within those special places that they're finding some very interesting stories.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for taking the
Thank
time out
you.
of your day to come and read for us.
Yeah, thank
That
you for
was
a leader in
awesome.
doing this.
Yeah, this is the fun part.